Welcome to my top 10 most anticipated and noteworthy comics for Valentine's Day. Guys, I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. It's never too early to start that pull list for next week, and hopefully this list helps you make decisions of what comic books to buy. So before we get started with the hot seat, guys, we just got to talk about Whatnot. If you guys have not used Whatnot yet today, what are you waiting for? I got a link in my description box below. Just click on that link, create your profile, and once you win your first auction, you're going to get $15 off of that first purchase. So whether you're a collector of comic books, action figures, Hot Wheel cards, Funko Pops, guys, it's there for you. Check out Whatnot today. Super easy. All right, so here we go. Kicking it off with the hot seat. The first book we're talking about is Vengeance of Moon Knight. This is issue 2. Khonshu vs. Khonshu. So when it comes to Moon Knight, I really enjoyed this Vengeance of Moon Knight issue 1. However, when it comes to 2, I am hesitant. I am curious to see the development of this story, if it can keep me engaged, entertained, or does it like wear itself out. I liked it. I thought it was a good jumping on point, but I did fall off of the first Moon Knight series. Will I fall off of this one? I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. This book is legacy numbering 232, 28 pages. This is a $5 comic. Okay, moving on to the book that's on the rise. We have Superior Spider-Man. This is issue 4. Issue 3 was great, man. We got to see Peter and Doc Ock actually team up with each other, and Superior and Spider-Man, Superior and Peter like became one once again, as Superior Spider-Man was in like Peter's ear, right? It was hilarious. He's like, the die is cast, and they're trying to save Anna Marie's life. I just thought it was a great book. But at the end of the last issue, it looks like Doc Ock wants to be Superior once again. So we'll see what happens with this one. Legacy numbering 49, 28 pages, $5. Okay, so moving on to number 10. We have Batman the Joker, or I should say Batman issue 143. This is the whole Joker situation. I'm still yet to read, obviously, the first issue of what's going on with Joker, issue 142. That comes out this comic book week. Will this one drag on? I'm not sure. We have Giuseppe Comicoli's artwork. He was the artist in the original Joker series, so some might like that, some may not. He was also an artist in Spider-Man for a little while. So I think this story arc could be a little dicey for people, so we'll actually see what happens in this one. Moving on to number 9, we have The Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue 43. The final fight of Gang War starts here. So at the end of the last issue, we wound up getting to see Beatles people, and we wound up getting to see Madame Mask's people. Look like they're going to do this whole square off in freaking Central Park. It looks like, what grade are we in, man? Are we like in 3rd grade? Like, sometimes the storytelling is just really simplistic and basic. The art is really simplistic and basic. And it's just like we're fighting over turf. That's all I'm getting out of this story. And each time we get another issue, it keeps going down and down and down for me. It's not the worst stuff I've ever read before, but what also brings it down is just that artwork, man. And it's hard to get excited about this. I'm really curious how this whole thing is going to end up, and what are the ramifications going to be when the gang war is over, if there is any. There is 937 other issues of this, right? And so we're on 28 pages, and this one is $5. Moving on to number 8, we have Action Comics issue 1062, Trapped in the City of Bizarro. So you wind up getting to see Bizarro come into play once again, and he's basically changing all of people into Bizarro people. So Earth is going to become his old new home, I guess. And he used a lot of magic, and he was trying to destroy Superman, and then he wound up disappearing at the end of the issue. However, this book was really, really good. I wasn't expecting such a solid book by Jason Aaron, and now he's written a great Batman story, and so far it's a great Superman story. So I'm looking forward to this. This is 40 pages, and this one is $5. Coming in at number 7, we have the Deviant. This is issue 4. James Tynion IV has got definitely a pretty good story going on here. We get this story about this Santa Claus serial killer who killed all these little kids and stuff like that. And in the last issue, you wind up getting to see the old days of the police officer that confronted the serial killer, and you got to see things of what actually happened. And I found that very interesting as it added much more layer to the story. And I'm very curious now how things are going to take place in the modern time and who this copycat killer actually is. Great book, highly recommend it. 32 pages, $4. Coming in at number 6, we have Green Lantern. This is issue 8. We have Hal Jordan versus the United Planets. Overall, great series here. Last issue, we got to see Green Lantern himself. You see the story of him and all the Green Lanterns come face to face with the United Planets, trying to join together with Sinestro, trying to get them on the same page, and things didn't go right. And we also got to see why the Green Lantern Corps was not in charge of 2814 anymore. And you also wind up getting to see, this is a spoiler, why Kilowog died. Very interesting concept. And you kind of get an understanding why the color spectrum is all messed up as well. I am so curious to see the development of this story. Jeremy Adams is writing a great book here, and I'm loving it. And it's great to have this Hal Jordan series back. 40 pages, $5. Top 5. Oh, man. Wolverine issue 43. Issue 42 was a slaughterfest, dude. I mean, that book was so good. And we got to see them at like X-Force headquarters, the Sabretooth crew destroying all of Wolverine's friends. And Wolverine himself was pretty much screwed up too. Like, he got his arms chopped off, he got his legs chopped off, and he's like trying to get to Sabretooth and all his stumps. And I mean, it is insane. And you're not sure if like the reincarnated Laura, the younger version of Laura, is like alive or dead at this point. Oh my gosh, man. Great stuff. Legacy numbering 385, 28 pages, $5. Coming in at number 4, we have Kill Your Darlings. This is issue 6. A lot of mystery behind this comic. In the last issue, we got to see how, I guess, like, I think the main character's name is Rose now, if I remember correctly. We wound up seeing how she was like born, like how her mom carried her, and her mom could have saved someone that was at the side of the road, but she couldn't because she was in labor, and she had to force herself to drive to the hospital. Now it just seems like that family was cursed because the mom couldn't save the dying kid on the side of the road. It was just crazy, dude. It just like veered off from the main story, but it gave you a little bit more insight of, you know, maybe how this family is actually cursed or whatnot. Overall, it's a great story with great artwork. I don't know what to expect in the next issue, man. So we'll see what happens. 32 pages, $4. Top 3. Night Thrasher, issue 1. Do you know who Night Thrasher is? Some of you guys are probably scratching your head going, I have no idea who this freaking dude is. He's a 90s character that had a 90s series, but he was also involved in the New Warriors. And I think he was the leader, if I remember correctly. And he's coming face to face with Silhouette, an ex-teammate from his group. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. And then they're going against like this villain group called the OG. Freaking cool, dude. I'm gonna check it out, man. I haven't seen Night Thrasher in a long time, so if you're a fan of the New Warriors, you might be interested in this one. This is 40 pages, $5. Number 2, we have Blood Commandment. This is issue 4. This is the miniseries finale. And this book has been great with this father who's been trying to protect his son, and he's a vampire, and let's just say a vampire was going after him, and his son is now in danger, and his father is forced to do something that he never said that he was going to do ever because he made this promise to his dying wife. What a heartfelt story. You feel so bad for this father and son, and I can't wait to see how this thing concludes. The artwork is absolutely stunning. A phenomenal story that I think might go a little bit under the radar here. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out right now. So good, man. This is a $4 comic. Remember, after number 1, we're not done, as we have those noteworthy comics to talk about, because there's 10 books on here that might not be on your list, or there's books on here that you might not even know that are coming out, but I'm going to let you know with those noteworthy books. So my number 1, of course, this week goes to Transformers. This is issue 5. Starscream revives one of his most powerful Decepticons to eliminate the Autobots once and for all. Can you guess who that might be? I don't know. I mean, you got to see what he did to Skywarp at the end of the last issue. What a prick. And it looks like in future issues, he might dismantle Soundwave? Come on, man. That can't happen, because I'm going to really hate Starscream if that takes shape. But overall, great series. You get to see the main cover with Optimus Prime picking up Megatron's blaster, or cannon, I should say. And if you read the last issue, you know what I'm talking about. Great book, man. Definitely always a recommend. This is 32 pages, $4. Okay, so noteworthy comics. We're going to kick it off with a continuation of Gang War tie-ins. We have Miles Morales' Spider-Man. This is issue 16. Then we move on to Darth Vader. We have Darth Vader. This is issue 43. Then we have The Fall of House of X. This is issue 2. Then we have Blade. This is issue 8. We have a pretty good series coming up here. We have Spider-Gwen Smash. This is issue 3. And then we have a new number 1, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, issue 1. So now we move on to the DC Comics, where we're going to talk about the continuation of Batman and Robin. This is issue 6. Then we have more Batman, where we have Batman City of Madness. This is issue 3. We have the continuation of Wesley Dodds, The Sandman. This is issue 5. And then we have a new number 1 with Red Hood. This is Red Hood the Hill. This is issue 1. And then we have The Outsiders, issue 4. And next we have Speed Force. This is issue 4. And next we have Sinister Sons, issue 1. That's going to be interesting, let me tell you. Moving on to the indies, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue 148. Then we have I Hate Fairyland. This is issue 11. We have The Hunger and the Dusk. This is issue 6. And then we have the continuation of Scorched. This is issue 26. And then we have the all scary Vampirella, issue 666. And there you have it, guys. There are the most anticipated and noteworthy comics for February 14th, 2024. I want to know in the comments below what you're looking forward to the most that particular comic book week. And if you guys love my content, I'll leave you in the episode of After the Pull, where we talk about all the comic books I read for the entire comic book week. And as always, guys, support the local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but more importantly, always read those comics. Guys, I will see you real soon. In fact, on New Comic Book Day. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.